cars, buses and trams. These are all things us kids use in our everyday lives. The Year 11 Expressive Arts class have been working with Eco Local to help improve green transport throughout our community. First of all, we interviewed some members of the public to get their views on public transport. What was your favourite way to travel around when you were young?
Well, I walked.
You walked around?
When I was a boy, I walked to school.
Okay.
But today, children don't walk. You don't walk to school.
No.
They all go by car.
Well, out to work, I used to go by British Rail.
Train or bus?
By foot.
Bus.
Bicycle.
Probably this, actually.
Okay, and what's your feelings about bikes today?
Well, they're good if they keep on the road, but when they start wandering off onto the path, fly past you, it's not very good.
And do you have any personal views about transport?
I personally think it's improved. The Age Concern, the group that I actually volunteer with, we're actually doing quite a lot on that to make it safer for people, to stop them from, people have falls, prevention of falls. But I think the access is much better now.
Over the past year, the number of cyclists in London has grown by 83%. TfL has invested in cycling in the last 7 years. They've done this by building and extending the cycling network, improving greenways and providing extensive cycle parking on the street, at railway and underground stations, in schools and in workplaces across London. Okay, so do you think travelling by bike is better for the environment?
Yeah, it's certainly better, but it's not as safe, is it?
Well, you're not using up energy and things like that. You haven't got the fuels.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Why do you think that?
because I'm not polluting the air, and the only thing I'm doing is breathing it up, the pollutants from the cars.
So do you think the government offer enough support for the elder members of the community?
I think it's better, but it could still be improved upon.
I think, well, the bus service is very good. The train service is okay, but it gets too crowded in the rush hours now.
So they're not very reliable, or?
No, it's just that it's so packed. I mean, you're like sardines.
So this government, yeah, that's my opinion of this.
According to the latest report on regional transport statistics released by the Department for Transport, people living in London are more likely to use public transport than those in any other region in Britain. In barren contrast, bus support increased in London by a massive 54% over 10 years, growing from 1.16 billion passengers in 1994 to 1.782 million in 2004.
What would be your dream way to travel? Dolphin.
Helicopter.
Be on a private jet, probably a Lear one.
Batmobile.
Oh, thought process.
A little watch.
Propel roller skates.
Camel. What?
I like to travel in waves.
McLaren F1. Water slide.
Dingo.
Unicycle. A tank. Jetpack. On a private plane.
A flying unicorn.
Submarine.
What's the worst way to travel?
The worst way to travel would probably be a car without wheels.
Being carried by King Kong.
Probably the worst way to travel would probably be the honey monster.
On a ball.
A spider. Rubber dinghy.
A snooker table with an 8-ball on it.
Aeroplane packed full of zombies.
Giant chicken without a saddle.
How much do you use public transport weekly?
Once a week.
3 times a week.
Probably half the time.
Well, I use public transport every day.
Every day to get to school and back in the morning, so I use the bus twice a day.
London transport. Not very often.
Several times, probably about 10 times.
Not so lot.
I would say every weekend and probably 3 times a week.
Probably twice. Just the underground or buses.
Did you know that the Hammersmith and City line between Hammersmith and Whitechapel is 14.5 kilometres long? That's 9 miles in length and serves 19 stations.
What improvements do you think could be made?
More of them, more buses, more trains.
I've seen a lot of improvement over the last 3 years in terms of more frequent buses and more frequent trains.
Be allowed on like an Oyster card.
I think there should be more CCTV cameras, and I think that there should be audio systems for people that are blind. So when they're on buses, they know when the next bus stop's coming up and they don't have to rely on anyone else.
Using public transport isn't such a hassle. If you're in full-time education, you can get run for free. It's also environmentally friendly, and that's a good thing too.